What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Omen Z back with part 5 of what if Goku was the reincarnation of Majin Buu. During Kid Gohan's training with Vegeta and the other Z fighters, Piccolo allowed them to enter the Time Chamber as a way to not be left behind by Goku and future Gohan while they trained with the Supreme Kai. Vegeta would go in with Trunks, and Gohan would go in with Piccolo. Gohan perfects Super Saiyan 2, and he actually is on the brink to achieving Super Saiyan 3, but he decides that he doesn't want to get that power unless it's a last-ditch effort. Piccolo would push his Kaioken further than times 50 to about 400 or 500, and he utilizes his power even more. Trunks would actually be trained by Vegeta, so he actually achieves Super Saiyan 2, and he perfects Super Saiyan. Vegeta isn't as prideful as he was in the original due to the character development that he has went through in his training with the Z Fighters and Goku, and he actually understands that Goku is at a whole nother level. After staying in the Time Chamber for half a year, Vegeta and Trunks walks out, and they switch partners. Trunks would go in with Piccolo, and Gohan would go in with Vegeta. On the Kai's world, Goku is the one training with the Z-Sword instead of Gohan. Goku power actually sinks in with the sword, and he actually grows stronger with it. But one day, when he and Gohan would be training, they decided to see how strong the sword actually was, and like before, Goku ends up breaking it, releasing the Elder Kai. The Elder Kai will introduce himself to Goku and the others, and he feels the latent power within Goku and Gohan. Goku power feels familiar to him, but he can't quite put his finger on where he felt this energy before, until Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan 2 and his pink aura bursts out of him. Majin Buu is a Saiyan now? The Supreme Kai would tell the Elder Kai that Goku is the reincarnation of him, and he's actually good. The Elder Kai would then tell them how he was trapped in the sword by Lord Beerus, and this name would ring a bell inside Goku's head, but he wouldn't be able to actually know who that was. The Elder Kai is impressed by Goku's power, and he actually offers to unlock Goku's potential out of curiosity of how Majin Buu power will react with his. When the Elder Kai tells Goku how long the ritual would take, he recommends Gohan to go first. Goku takes the time to travel back to Earth and see how the others are doing. Oh yeah, and I gotta mention that during Goku's training with the Kai, he picked up the Kai ability from the Supreme Kai when Goku asked him how did he appear on Earth out of nowhere without a ship. The Kai explains the ability to Goku, and he actually shows how it works to him. And to the surprise of the Kai, Goku completely replicates the move, and he uses it like he's known it for years. Okay, now that we got that justification out of the way, Goku feels out for the power of either Gohan or Vegeta, or even Piccolo, and he actually pinpoints one of their key signatures. Goku teleports towards the power, and he's met by a fist that stops just in front of his nose. This person's hand would actually belong to Gohan. Goku would just stare at him for a few seconds, then he says Gohan's name. Gohan pulls his hand back and he smirks at his dad. Hello, father. Goku tells Gohan that he's really grown in the past 3 months, and he's also surprised that Gohan cut his hair. But as this short conversation would go on, a kick comes straight towards Goku's head and he's forced to block. Hello to you also, Vegeta. Another kick comes from the side of Goku and he blocked this one as well. Trunks tells Goku that he's as sharp as ever, and Vegeta chuckles. Because Goku has both of his arms up from blocking those attacks, his stomach is left open, which leads Gohan to smash his fist into it. Goku would cough up spit, and Vegeta would take advantage of this and strike Goku in his face, sending him crashing into a wall. Goku looks up and smiles. Wow, so you all have gotten a lot stronger. How about I show you all how strong I've got as well. Goku's hair turns gold, then he disappears from everyone's sight, and he teleports around the entire room. Goku strikes Vegeta in his back before he could even strike back, kicked Trunks in his ribs, then struck Gohan in his chest. Just like you, I've been training hard as well, and even picking up new abilities. Vegeta laughs. Yes, Kakarot, I can see that. Gohan tells Goku that he's ready to train with him, and they leave to go home so Goku can say hi to Chi-Chi. After hours pass by, Goku returns to the Supreme Kai's world, and the Elder Kai will shout out towards him to hurry up and let him perform the ritual on him. Teen Gohan would be confused because he doesn't know what ritual he's talking about. Future Gohan grabs Gohan's shoulder and he tells him, I can explain to you while we train, because it's going to take him a while to finish. Teen Gohan follows behind his future self and the two square off in front of each other. The Supreme Kai tells Goku that it's interesting to see how much potential that both of his sons have. I mean, they are the same person, but I'm so interested to see what Gohan has learned from training with Vegeta. Future Gohan yells out to his younger self to not hold anything back. Teen Gohan transforms into a Super Saiyan 2 and he continues charging up his power. Teen Gohan charges up his ki until his entire aura vanishes. Everyone raises an eyebrow at this because it looked like he did all of that for nothing. Until Gohan opens up his hand, then clenches it, and the lightning appears around his body once again, sparking more ferociously than it did before. This is my full power. Future Gohan smiles. Impressive, and everyone shakes their head at this. Future Gohan hair begins to rise, and the ground under him shakes. This power is beyond Super Saiyan, or even Super Saiyan 2. Dad is going to achieve this once he's done with the ritual. Now let me show you why we decided to gain this power. Future Gohan lets out a loud scream, and a clear aura bursts from out of his body. Goku is beyond surprised to see the new power that Gohan has. The Kais would all smile upon seeing Gohan use his power. Teen Gohan is beyond surprised to see and feel this new power, but he doesn't get discouraged. Teen Gohan would take a page out of Vegeta's book, and he does the evil eye at Future Gohan, and an explosion occurs. Teen Gohan blitzes towards the smoke and kicks through it, but Future Gohan blocks it. Teen Gohan would begin to throw a barrage of kicks and punches, and Future Gohan blocks every one of them. Future Gohan would prolong the fight while showing his young counterpart that his power is beyond his level. Once they finish sparring and training, Goku closes his eyes and enters his mindscape to speak to Buu. Goku walks up to the seated Buu and he greets him. Buu opens his eyes, but he doesn't say anything to Goku. I'm sure you're aware of what happened a few months ago. Buu keeps a blank expression. I'm very aware, especially about how strong he is compared to you. Buu looks up at Goku. How are you even going to defeat him? Goku looks up into the vast darkness. I actually don't know yet. I don't know if I can rely on this new power that I'm going to achieve, but I'm sure as we speak, the other me is getting stronger. Buu nods his head. That is true, but he was right about one thing. Goku responds, and what was that? Buu holds out his hand, and a pink spear appears, with Buu's face flying all around it, smiling. Rage, Goku. You have to just accept it, instead of rejecting it. Deep down inside of Goku, he knows that Buu is right, but he doesn't want to risk it and lose control over himself. From the outside world, the Elder Kai thinks to himself that Goku's potential is actually huge, and his power can drastically change once his potential is unleashed. Hours later, Goku stands up, and everyone steps back away from him. Goku's hair begins to stand up, and the ground begins to vibrate. Dad's power doesn't feel like mine at all. Goku transforms, and instead of a clear aura like Gohan's, his is pink. On Earth, Vegeta is still training as hard as he can, and he's trying to figure out how to gain more power, so that he can at least stay a step behind Goku. Since Vegeta still has his tail, he remembers the Great Ape transformation, and he thinks a little further into it. 7-year time skip. The tournament occurs, and the Z-Fighters join it. Kid Trunks has grown up with his older counterpart, and he actually looks up to him like a big brother, which motivates him to train even more. Goten would have also taken a liking to both of his brothers, causing him to be stronger than his original self as well. And he actually takes his training more serious instead of being such a goofy child. There is no Bobby, so therefore the Buu saga is skipped, since my boy Goku is basically Buu. During these years, everyone has gotten a lot stronger, and they will use this tournament to show off what they've achieved. Fighting against Future Gohan, Future Trunks would showcase Super Saiyan 3, but it wouldn't be enough when Gohan uses his Mystic form. Present Gohan is up next to fight Future Gohan, and the two would seemingly be evenly matched. Since the present Gohan has also obtained a Mystic form, but he still would lose to his future counterpart due to Future Gohan having a better handle of the potential Unleashed form. Piccolo has even decided to step in, and he showcases the Orange Piccolo form. Nah, I'm just playing. He showcases Kaioken times 500 against Gohan, and he would actually put up a good fight, but he still ends up being defeated. Vegeta is up next to fight Future Gohan, and he smiles. Gohan gets on guard because he knows that Vegeta will be a tough opponent to beat. Goku teleports with the Supreme Kai to watch the fight so that he can actually participate. The Supreme Kai says that Vegeta is really powerful, and Goku agrees. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta will be losing to Future Gohan, and Vegeta decides that it's time to show off his new form he achieved during his training. Gohan goes in for a roundhouse kick towards Vegeta to finish him off, but Vegeta weaves out of the way and smashes his fist into Gohan's stomach. Future Trunks will smile. He's really going to show it off now. Goku questions this, and he asks Trunks what is he talking about. Gohan would bring some distance between him and Vegeta so he could actually think about how Vegeta randomly got stronger. Vegeta falls out of Super Saiyan 3. I was hoping to actually show this power off against Kakarot, but since I've grown to like you, Gohan, and your other half over the years, I'm glad to introduce this power to you first. Vegeta's body begins to shine golden, and he lets out a loud scream, and red fur begins to grow all around him. Vegeta's hair would also start to grow longer, but it stays brown to the surprise of everyone. Vegeta has now entered Super Saiyan 4, and everyone is speechless. I've named this form Super Saiyan 4. Future Gohan would clench his fist upon feeling this power because he knows that he's finna have a hard time facing off against Vegeta. Future Gohan would rush towards Vegeta to attempt to strike him, and Vegeta would count down to 3 in his head. 1. Vegeta weaves out of the way of the attack, Gohan attempts to strike Vegeta once again, but he misses. 2. Gohan charges up a Kamehameha to shoot at Vegeta, but Vegeta swats it away. 3. Vegeta blitzes towards Gohan and smashes his fist into his stomach. Then he strikes him in his face. Gohan will stumble back a little, and he fades in and out of consciousness. Vegeta will go under Gohan, then he grabs his foot and flies back down to the ground at full speed and slams Gohan's body into the platform. Vegeta will be announced as the winner, and he picks up Gohan's body and walks him back to where everyone is. Present Gohan and Trunks will grab future Gohan's body, and Vegeta will look at Goku. Come on, Kakarot. Goku follows behind Vegeta as they walk back to the platform. Kakarot, show me all of your power. I want to gauge how strong I've become. Goku starts to laugh, then he transforms into his ultimate form. This'll be fun, Vegeta. I hope you can impress me. Vegeta rockets towards Goku, and Goku meets his fist with his own, causing a shockwave to be sent around the arena. Beerus has been having trouble sleeping, and he's been having constant dreams of two Saiyans that look exactly the same, fighting one another, then him. The fight between Goku and Vegeta actually triggers Beerus to wake up, and he jumps up out of his slumber immediately. Whis, do you feel that? Whis chuckles, and he tells Beerus yes. Whis will go over to Beerus and show him his staff, and Vegeta demands him to take him to them now. Goku weaves out of the way of every punch that Vegeta throws. Vegeta charges up a Final Shine attack, and Goku holds out his hand. When Vegeta shoots the blast, Goku isn't the one to stop it. Beerus is. When Goku lays his eyes upon the person that's in front of him with confusion, but he feels that he's seen him before. From inside of Goku's head, Majin Buu would scream Beerus' name, and Goku would say, "Who's that?" Super Buu gets uncontrollably angry, and Kid Buu appears next to him with the angry expression on his face as well. Beerus turns and looks at Goku, and Goku grabs his face, and Beerus asks Goku what's wrong with him. Goku tells Beerus that he doesn't know. Supreme Kai will get very worried upon seeing what's happening to Goku. Vegeta and the others are also very shocked to see that someone has stopped his attack, but Vegeta will soon realize that that's Lord Beerus. Goku is slowly losing control of his body, and he raises his hand and forms a blast. Goku would try to push his hand up in the air before he could shoot Beerus, and Beerus would frown, saying, "Did you just attempt to attack me?" Goku screams for Beerus to run away from him, but Beerus laughs. "Why would I run away from you?" Goku shouts out that he can't control himself anymore, and both of his scleras turns black. Goku's aura bursts out of him uncontrollably. Goku screams out Beerus' name and blitzes towards him. Beerus thinks to himself that this power feels familiar as he weaves out of the way of Goku's attack. With rageful eyes, Goku would continue to attack Beerus, and his power would steadily increase, causing him to eventually land a blow on Beerus' face that pushes him back. Beerus will rub his cheek, then smiles. "You're quite strong, Saiyan." Goku screams loudly into the air, then rushes towards Beerus once again. Beerus laughs loudly, then he rushes towards Goku as well, and the two clash.